doing, guys? Comment, like, subscribe. We're going to talk about and critique the Kevin Samuels video that's been going viral. It's been on Instagram. It's been all over the place. We're going to critique it, and you're going to see my viewpoint on it. It's a video of where he's telling a girl, he's giving his opinion on where the girl is at and what's happening. Without further ado, let's get into it.
And that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want that.
So I can see in the video, Kevin Samuels is already warning her, telling her that she doesn't know men on that level. When he says that level, he means high-value males. And this is what I can say, and this goes both ways. You need to know what the market wants. Me, I'm doing business, and in business, one mistake I always make is giving, if somebody's asking for watermelon and you give them an orange. The market doesn't want an orange, the market wants a watermelon. You have to provide the market what they want. You need to know what the market wants. That's basically what he's saying. And if I'm a guy, I can't do the same thing. If I'm a guy, I know what the market wants. I know that I need to have this and this in order for me to attract the best looking, the best available, the best mate, or the best relationship, you could say, or the best female that I view or that I want. I know there's a certain way. I could probably get a female without it, but it's more of a chance for me to get what I want in the marketplace by doing what I need to do. So same thing with her. She needs to realize there's no free meals. There is no free meals. Nobody's just going here and be like, oh, you know, you want a high value meal, here you go. No, you have to deserve it. You have to earn it. You have to have leverage in order to get that. So Kevin Samuels just basically wrap it up and telling her that. I have no problem with what he's saying so far.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
So Kevin Samuels is very blunt in what he's saying. Very blunt what he's saying. I can see why a lot of people don't like it. But regarding to what she said about older men, for younger females not feeling older men, I would have to disagree with that due to the fact from what I've seen in my experience, younger females always liked older men. Younger females always liked older men. Even for me personally, younger females, they think that I'm in my 30s because I have a little, it's not even fully connected, but I have a little beard going on. And they're like, oh my gosh, you must be 30-something. Because that older look, they like it. And when I was in high school, I used to see girls dating 25, even 30-year-olds. So a girl was dating with a 30-year-old at one time in high school. So younger females tend to like older men due to the fact they're more established in their careers. They have a lifestyle they could afford. They have a certain level of maturity. They have a little pep in their step. They have more wisdom, a little bit more intelligence. So females really do like older gentlemen because it's just been like that since the beginning of the times. To be honest with you, beginning of times, younger females tend to go for the older men. They're more muscular. They got more experience in all facets of life. It may not be so, but it looks like it since that person's a little bit older. It's been like that since biblical times. Older people, older men who have provisions tend to have multi-wives or have a lot of younger females. I had a younger female.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So,
Did you, I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women.
So from my experience, Kevin Samuels, yeah, he just verified what I said. He said he can't beat him out with a stick, which I do believe Kevin Samuels not an ugly dude, no homo. He's not, he has his money, he's tall, he has a lot of things that people do look for. And from my experience and from what I've seen in life, powerful men always have beautiful females around them. Powerful men with power, always have good-looking females around them. Only way that caveat that could change is if they've been together for a long time, or like before he had the money, or they met when they were very young. Me in high school, my high school sweetheart, she was not a ugly girl from what my scene, my from my opinion. She was not ugly, but she was not like, oh my God, this gorgeous thing. But if we were still together, then yeah, and I'm working on my business and whatnot, once I become powerful, she would have been there. So I could see somebody getting somebody from a young age, or they've been dating as young, they've known each other for a while. That's the only caveat. But besides that, powerful men normally at the time have somebody beautiful around them. It's a look to it. It's nothing personal. It's just a look. If you have choice, you choose the best option that you got.
Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your stuff.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay, average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Yeah, and Kevin Samuels just verified what I said again. Great minds think alike. What can I say? But she is not realizing, and I try my best to tell my sister this. I mean, if you're a person with more defects, I don't like using the word defects. That makes me sound like you're special. If you're a person with a lot of baggage, the more baggage you have as an individual, the less leverage you have in a relationship or in an interaction. If I come over here in a business meeting and someone has 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, they have all the connections, and I come with nothing, most likely I won't get a big percentage of that deal because I don't come with nothing. You cannot be a liability and ask somebody to treat you like an asset. That will not happen. That will not happen. So she's not realizing that. And she's not also realizing that men, high value men in particular, don't value the money that you make like that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We don't want nobody that's destitute. Like, oh, we're struggling. Oh, she's struggling. She weird. But they're not looking for, like, I got some money. No, they don't care about that because it's bigger than that. Most high value men think bigger than that. I've been around high value males and I seen how they move. They move bigger than that. Their mind is bigger than that. They think about legacy, kids, future. That's what they think about, etc. So if you are a 35-year-old male or 40-year-old male and you want to settle down and have 4 or 5 kids or even 6 kids, you had to marry somebody in their 20s to have all that. Someone who's 35, they pop 1 kid, that's probably about it. That's how high value men think. They're not thinking like the average male that just wants to bust a nut and just be like, oh yeah, I just want to, I don't care. They thinking very further, very futuristic in their altercations or in their interactions with females. They might see a female like, oh, this is a short-term thing. But if you want somebody to settle down with you and hold you down and do all this stuff, pay all the bills, you have to give something. You have to have something. If you have, the more baggage you have, the less leverage you have in that interaction with that person. And that's what relationships is. What leverage? What do you have to give? What do you have to offer to that person and vice versa? Someone's going to pay for everything, do everything, have a lot of money, and make sure that you're comfortable, make sure that you're supported, make sure that you have a good system in order in place for you and the family. That comes with some things. And if it comes to somebody that could offer all that, protection, guidance, all that, intelligence, have all that for you, and you tell them, oh, this is me, you know, I have a kid, I'm 35 years old, but I'm making $100,000, or I'm making $200,000, whatever my money making. To a man who already has a lot of money, he doesn't really need to worry about that. He doesn't care about that, especially if he wants to have kids, he wants to have a future legacy. That's not going to be, he's going to look at you and be like, this is not a good candidate. You don't have enough leverage to be put in that system. But let's see what Kevin Samuels says in the next thing, because, you know, he went off already. And let's see what he says in the next one.
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in
Well, then you're
control.
gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people.
For Kevin Samuels is just, you know, he is ripping into it. He's giving her the honest truth that nobody ever told her. And I always say, you need to see what you attract. I can't be asking for, oh, I want a dime, I want an 8, 9, or a 10. And all I'm attracting is 5s, 3s, 1s, 4s. I gotta look back and be like, why am I attracting such low value individuals? So you gotta see what you attract. And don't oh God. A lot of people look around, especially some, like in her case, she's saying, why I want this, and the results of life is not showing that. So you gotta look back, how come I'm not getting this type of caliber of men? What type of people do these caliber men get? What type of caliber, these type of caliber of men, what type of females do they want? Instead of asking what the market wants, you start saying, I want this and that. So let me go to my boss and saying, I want a $50 raise. And I have no reason being why I want $50 raise. I don't have no skill sets, no certifications. I'm just asking just to ask. I will not get that at all. And a lot of men won't tell you this truth. That's one thing I can say. A lot of men don't want to waste their breath telling you the truth, because most likely it's going to end up in, like, somebody getting cursed out, somebody feelings being hurt, cars being messed up. So a lot of men won't tell you this. Kevin Samuels is actually telling the blunt truth. Is there a possibility? Yes. Is the possibility very likely? No. It's like saying, would you jump out of the plane with a 90% possibility you're going to die? You're like, oh, I won't jump out that plane. I'm not going to jump out the plane because the possibility is very low. So for her, this is still a possibility. She could probably get a high value male. Who knows? But from the track record, it's not happening. And the chance of that happening is very slim to none due to her not having leverage. That is the truth. That is the truth. And a lot of men would not want to waste their time telling you this, telling you, oh, that's why I tried. You gotta do this. And again, a lot of men are going to waste their breath saying that. They're just going to just let you starve. So let's go on to the next one.
You're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You had a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same, because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
One thing I do gotta say is good that she has a business. I like the entrepreneurship mindset. I like that she's making money. And I feel like everybody should try their best to go, especially if you're a man. You should definitely go on that path. Start a business or start a side hustle. Start something where you don't depend on your job. Me, I have 2 at the moment right now. But she has to understand this. Although it's good that she has a business that's making $100,000, men that have their own things do not care about that. It's not like guys, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. No, but it's more like it's not needed to the grand scheme of things. If a man already has whatever he needs to have, you having that's not really gonna. It's not really gonna be like, oh, you have money. It doesn't. No, unless the person's broke. That's the only type of way a guy's gonna be like, oh, I'm struggling right now. I need some money. Then the guy will deal with you. But a guy, that's not his number one thing that he looks for in a female. High value men, that is. Because they already have it.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same, because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So what is your advice for women that...
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you, and I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my...
Kevin Samuel is now fed up with what's going on. He is fed up. Now he's just going straight to the blunt, honest truth. And it sounds mean, but it's the truth. She has to learn how to accept it, digest it, and see where he's coming from. At least see where he's coming from, because he's rejecting. You could tell there's some pushback. He's like, no, but wait, there's hope. There's hope. And sometimes hope is a sin in a way, because you start hoping for things that you can't get, or the possibility of you getting is very low. So you just tell him the blunt, honest truth. Looks matter very much. Powerful men like beautiful females and tend to be with beautiful females. You gotta digest it and accept it as the truth. She doesn't like it. I understand that she doesn't like it, but she has to accept it. Tell me what you think about my critique. Tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Out.